Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Guys, before I get into the beer, I've had a ton of people over the years ask me where I got this glass. It was a gift to me, guys. The Pretentious Beer Glass Company produces these glasses, and it's kind of intermittent as far. They're all hand done, super thick wall glass. It's my favorite glass, and of course y'all know that by now. You see it just about every video. They are available again. They notified me that they had another batch and it was available on their website. I've been trying to put the link, pinning the link in the comments for everybody that wants one to go to. They're not cheap glasses. You will get a discount if you buy, I think, multiple glasses. And matter of fact, I just bought 3 of them, and I got a discount because I bought more than one, I guess. But I'll have a complete set of 4 of these, and I won't have to worry about if I ever drop one or not. But I take extremely good care of this glass. It is hand done, everything washed and cleaned and dried and all that, so it gets extra special care for me because it's the only one I have right now. But we're going to fix that, and still I don't want to break one. I mean, especially when they're as expensive as they are. The link should be in the description over the last 6, 7, 8 videos. As soon as they notified me that it was available on their website, I went and got the link and started pinning it to the comments. So if you want one, you better grab it, because I don't know how many they have. They may be gone by the time this video I post. I don't know how many they produce since they're hand done. So it's what it is there, guys. If you want it, get it. This beer comes to me by the way of my beer brother Greg. He sent me a beer in my package with some tasty beers in it. Guys, I reviewed this beer 10 years ago when it was in the green bottle and all that, so I don't think I've had it since then. So he sent it to me. This one's in a great big, it says 1 pint 0.9 fluid ounces, so it looks bigger than a 16 ounce. So 1 pint would be 16, so this would be in 0.9, and would that be even 25? So bigger can, no doubt. So it definitely, I'm probably not going to offer it in this glass unless I take a couple tasty sips, which I probably will. On the corner of the can here it says L21199C, it looks like. So I'm sure that is the date code, guys, and me just having me just now without looking at it before, I would say the 21 is the year, and the it says 199. I would think the 19 would be the 19th, and the 9 would be the month. So that's the way I interpret the code. So it may not be correct, but that's what I'm looking at. This is a Saison Farmhouse, or a Belgian farmhouse ale, coming in at 6.5% ABV. And from what I remember of this beer, and it was 10 years ago or so when I was first getting started and didn't know my butt from a hole in the ground. But I did find it very tasty, I remember. When I think of Saison, I think of this beer basically. That's what sticks in my mind, since it was some of the first ones that I'd ever tasted. It's a Belgian beer, guys. I mean, it's done in their style. I mean, it should be a very tasty beer. Let's jump over to Untapped. We've got the ABV, we got the code for the date, 30 IBUs according to Untappd. It says Saison Dupont is a world classic beer, and I would agree 100%. And the yardstick for one of Belgium's most important beer styles, I agree. That's what sticks out in my mind as far as this style. When I think of a Belgian or a farmhouse, Saison Dupont, yeah. So, is the most admired and imitated Saison in the world. A strong vital yeast is key to the full attenuation and thus to the style. Saison Dupont is straw colored with dense creamy head. The nose is alive like fresh raised bread. Estery with citrus and spice notes, full bodied and malty. It sparkles on the palate and finished with a zesty hop and citrus attack, incredibly compatible with food. 100% accurate there, guys. I mean, it's exactly what this beer is. And this one now being in the can, no light can get to it, because I remember getting a little bit of skunky notes, and that's famous for beers that are put in clear and green bottles, and sometimes even brown bottles if they get a lot of sunlight on them. So sun is the enemy of beer. It will oxidize super quick. You can set an IPA out in the sun, 10 minutes I can smell the skunkiness to it already. As long as it's not getting any sunlight, I don't experience that usually. So, with that being said, we got the ABV, we got the IBUs, and basically we think we got the date, not sure. So, anyway, thanks to Greg. Hope you are well, sir. Hope everybody's ready for Turkey Day. I don't know when this will post. It'll probably post before Thanksgiving. Be close. I'm a couple days ahead. Alright, Saison Dupont. Finger and a half of head on that. Good looking beer. It almost looks like an IPA. It's got a hazy, cloudy look to it, guys. So I can see right through the thin part down here, but kind of crazy. That's cloudy and hazy at the same time. So it's crazy, cloudy and hazy. Just made another one up with the swirly swirl. We got a crazy, cloudy, hazy. Yeah, buddy. All right, looks good, guys. I mean, it's a really nice looking beer. To the nose we go. Yep. Typical classical farmhouse funkiness in the yeast. Getting a little bit of spicy notes, some maltiness in there, maybe a little grassy hay, not much. Citrusy notes. Getting a little bit of lemon, maybe a little bit of grapefruit. Smells awesome. I mean, when I think of a farmhouse ale, this is what I think, well, this is what it should smell like. Yeah, smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers. That is a tasty beer, guys. I mean, it's a very tasty beer. And some say it's world class. And every other beer is judged by this one. Don't know if I'm on that boat or not, but I think it is well done, and I think it's super tasty, and I wouldn't argue with you said if it's the best Belgian ale you've ever had. So everybody's palate's different, and what I may like or you may love, somebody else may not like at all. So it's very subjective beer taste. Don't base your decision on what you want to try or buy by what anybody else tells you, whether it's me or anybody else. At least try it. Pick up one and try it. Buy one and try it. And if you like it, you can always go buy more. But not to say, no, I don't want to try that, I don't want to try that, I don't want to try that. Living in the closet, don't be like that. I have friends that are like that, and I have friends that I've turned on to craft beer and that absolutely love craft beer. I mean, they've converted them. But it all depends on where your palate is, and I like to explore. I mean, that's just been me. That's why I've been doing these this couple of days. I want to try different stuff. I want to experiment with everything. And if I don't like it, I won't buy it anymore. Or if it's sent to me, I'm just going to give my honest opinion, but that doesn't mean it's your opinion. So, be your own individual. Try it. You might like it. Alright guys, we're going to let it warm up. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sitting on it for a while. Classic farmhouse Saison ale, guys. I mean, it's maybe even getting a little apricots in it too. That's a very, very pleasant beer to drink. It's got the perfect aroma for farmhouse. Now, if you're wanting heavier farmhouse funk, there are beers that have a stronger, especially the Brettanomyces and some of those other yeast, wild yeast and stuff are pretty intense if you're into that more intense version of this. So, but just right for me. Cheers. I won't choke. Well, the haziness is because it's unfiltered, so I'm sure. But the taste is spot on to me. It's very pleasant. It's still a 9 beer to me, guys. And that's why I'm going to give it 95 right down the middle of the A category. It's a solid A beer. And when I think of this style, this is the beer that I think of. Give it a whirl. I mean, you might like it. Over to Beer Advocate. They have it at 94 outstanding. We're pretty close there. I'm giving it a 95. Over to Untapped, they have it at 3.71. That's not quite even in their B plus category. Upper end of their B's, the way my grade goes. So I think it's a lot better beer than that. So, but as with everything, these guys that do these reviews and post comments and stuff on these sites, unless it blows their hair back or their socks off. Again, if you're wanting a more intense version of a farmhouse or a saison, there are more potent versions of that with more funkiness and all that kind of stuff with the beer. But for what it is, I think it's the set point for everybody else either tries to be as good or better. So anyway, with that being said, and over 171,000 people have commented on Untapped on this beer, so quite a few. They've been doing it a while. Alright, if you got it, let me know what you think, guys. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.